Welcome back, guys. We're here today on OPTC to see what the update is regarding the Korean and global server mergers. There's been an update regarding compensation, so we're going to take a look at it, break it down, and see what it means going forward. So let us go to notice here. Let's see. So this is the past notice that we have, that everybody has been discussing as of the past few days, with Korean players getting a full reset of their story mode, their quests, and on top of Chopper Man missions, and global players and French players understandably have been pretty peeved about this, since there'd be a huge disconnect between the amount of gems that those regions would be receiving, and Korea would just be significantly higher, having a huge advantage, having, I think, over 1,000 gems just from those clears alone. So we're going to see what the update actually is, and if there's any just compensation for this. So for the upcoming user merge with the Korean version in April 2021, we are aware of the users' concerns of opportunity difference between the current English and French version users and the merging Korean version users. As of now, Korean version users will have the following gameplay history reset after the merge, which is the aforementioned quest, story, and the Chopper Man progress. Due to this reset, Korean version users will be able to challenge and obtain the clear completion rewards again, causing an opportunity difference with the current English-French version users. Further notice regarding our correspondence for this concern will be updated, which they have, as of, I believe, earlier today. So, they were faced with the following issues. Due to the nature of data transfer from the Korean version, it is incapable of transferring the quest clear progress history. So, I mean, that makes sense. They're moving from server to server. It would be absolutely impossible for them to carry that kind of progression along with them. So, it's fine, understandable. And I think they get around 400 plus gems just from the story alone. Due to how the quest clear history data is integrated, we cannot reset the English-French version users' quest clear history without causing further issues, excluding the request from Chopper Man missions. So this is telling me that they can do a reset on the Chopper Man missions alone, which would be really nice, because that's 200 gems right there. Moving forward, in order to compensate the opportunity differences despite these difficulties, and response to the feedback we've received from our community, we've decided to conduct the following for the English-French users. One, they will be giving out a distribution of 150 rainbow gems from April 13th until the start of the maintenance of version 10.2.1. That maintenance, I believe, begins on the 21st and actually will last for 2 full days, running till the 23rd. And being that maintenance is already going to be 2 days, we'll probably get compensation for that on top of this. Probably a couple rainbow gems, nothing huge, but you never know. Honestly, looking at that though, just 150 rainbow gems does seem kind of small compared to what, the Korean players will be receiving. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's definitely better than nothing. I wasn't even expecting this. But given how much people have been just in an uproar about this in the first place, I'm surprised they're only settling with 150 here, but we'll keep reading. Let's see, request progress prior to the maintenance will reset, and users will start from rookie requests. Okay, so they are resetting the Chopper Man missions. So the missions that you can do now will be reset on the 23rd after the maintenance, it looks like. So if you're able to get that full 200, rainbow gems from those missions by the 23rd, well, technically by the 21st, since that's when the maintenance actually is, they will reset that, and you can get the other 200 rainbow gems again, on top of all the other rewards that the Chopper Man missions provide. So that's actually really nice. That'll cap in at 350 rainbow gems right there, if you include the 150 that they're giving to us. And then on top of that, I believe for the merger they were going to give us 50 already, like 50 rainbow gems. But I do believe the Korean players were also getting that 50, so that's kind of moot, I suppose. But still, 50 gems is 50 gems, right? Additionally, as an appreciation for the cooperation and understanding over this matter, the following will be held for everyone: English, French, Korean version users. So it's a Sugo Fest, 11 rare recruits. Last wanted poster of each 11 pull will be a Sugo Fest exclusive. All characters available as of the start of version 10.2.1 maintenance will be appearing. So you're guaranteed 3 reds, 1 from each multi. We don't know what the Sugo Fest looks like, what the characters on it boosted will be like. I mean, technically they could just release a brand new character, which I would imagine, given that this, that Bandai is a company and that they want to make money, they probably will, because they're going to want people to exhaust these rainbow gems as soon as possible, so it doesn't interfere with, future sales. Be it Kaido and Zoro, Ace versus Akainu, just the bigger Sugo Fest down the line. So I wouldn't be surprised if they drop something new. I don't think they will, but from a business perspective, it would make a lot of sense to me. Plus, it would be super hype. It'd be exciting. We have 3 different regions on the same server now. It would just be really cool. But I don't personally think they will do it. Let's see. Event period. So this Sugo Fest lasts from the maintenance ending until May 31st. Holy. So what is that? About 5 weeks? A little over 5 weeks? That's pretty long. I mean, it gives plenty of time for people to actually log in and do those summons, right? I mean, as long as it's not really interfering with other Sugo Fests, it doesn't really matter. The version 10.2.1 maintenance will be occurring during April 21st till April 23rd. The end time of the maintenance is subject to change, so it could be longer, it could be shorter, depending on what's actually going on during the maintenance. Hopefully, it'll be shorter, but as long as Bandai is taking care of everything, and they're being sure not to cause any errors or issues with this, I really don't mind how long it's supposed to take. Otherwise, we're going to have something like the Gem Valley incident, and that would just be awful. We hope that you continue to enjoy playing OPTC. So, what does this say here? Further details of the maintenance will be notified in a separate important notice at a later date. So, I'm assuming this is the final compensation, like there won't be another update on this, on top of what we've just gotten. So, I mean, just kind of the first-hand raw thoughts, 150 gems on top of Chopper Man missions is 350. I'm not even going to count the other 50 because Korea's getting that as well, right? So, we'll only be getting 350 extra gems, and that's assuming you can even finish the Chopper Man missions from now up until the 21st, right? I think if you start today, though, if you haven't started already, you can at least get 150, so that's still pretty decent. I think the Rainbow Gem distribution should have been like 300. Just given how much Korea's going to be getting over us. I mean, they're going to be getting, I think, an extra 500 to 600 gems at least on top of what we're getting, including our Chopper Man reset, including this 150 distribution of gems for us. So, while I'm happy we're getting something, I don't know if I'm really satisfied with 150. Just because, Korea's going to be getting all those gems. They're going to be ahead in the rankings because they can pull pretty easily without spending on the TM Sugo Fest, the Kizuna Sugo Fest, and they're just going to be dominating the rankings as it is with that additional advantage. So, because not everybody, especially free-to-play players, don't really have access to doing that, right? You can't afford to really spend on those banners if you're free-to-play because you want to save up for the anniversaries or just any big Sugo in between. So, I guess my final thoughts on this is I honestly do hope they're able to just push in further compensation, Rainbow Gem-wise. I mean, I'm happy with the direction they're taking. Maybe they could have reset the GARP challenges as well. Because they're supposed to reset today, I believe. They could potentially reset it today, like they're supposed to, and have it get reset again after maintenance, right? So we would have another chance to get about 90 gems, plus the rewards. That would have been really nice. But I don't see anything about that here, so that's likely not going to happen. But yeah, it's kind of a bummer. Korea's going to be ahead of us. Probably not as long as I thought they would. Before we got this distribution notice. They're still going to be ahead by about 600 gems, so that's going to be a couple events worth of just gems that are going to be ahead of us on, and they're going to have a significant advantage when it comes to pulling those, boosted characters for TMs or Kizunas. Um, but other than that, you know, like I said earlier, it definitely is better than nothing. I do hope there's further compensation, but I just don't see it happening. So I'd like to really hear your guys' thoughts on the matter, what you think, what compensation really should be. If you're happy with this, if you're unhappy, just let me know down in the comments below. But that'll be it for today. I will see you guys in the next one. Catch you later.